So I get to my purse, I open it up, and immediately it struck me. My purse was a literal disaster. Before I get into all the good stuff, I have to share what I consider an epiphany moment that I've had with you. This is the moment that made me think to myself, Leisha, you have got to get your crap together. Hey friends, Leisha here with Rolling with the Richards. Welcome back to my channel, and once again I am coming to you from my car. So I'm on mom duty this afternoon taking the girls to their after school activities, and so I just kind of have to film whenever I have the chance to. Time is kind of a scarce commodity these days for me, but I want to keep the consistency going with this channel. So I wanted to get on here to talk about something that's been on my heart since I released my last What's in My Bag video. And if you haven't seen that video yet, guys, I would highly suggest you go back and take a look at that. One, it's just fun to watch. And then two, there are some really great suggestions in there of things that you can start carrying in your purse if you don't already do so. Anyway, what I really wanted to talk about today is how important I believe it is for a woman to maintain a really well-organized bag. If you're struggling with organization right now, don't worry, because you're absolutely in the right place. I am going to be sharing 3 super easy things that you can start doing today to become more organized in the future. I feel like having a well-organized purse or just being well-organized in life in general is so underrated, but the truth is, something as simple as having a well-organized purse helps to reduce stress in your life. It helps to eliminate anxiety. It helps you feel more confident about yourself. It can also enhance your mood. Come here, let me tell you something. I have not always been a well-organized person. Getting to the point that I am today has definitely been a journey. So I guess what I'm saying is, if there was hope for me, then there's definitely hope for you. But before I get into all the good stuff, I have to share what I consider an epiphany moment that I've had with you. This is the moment that made me think to myself, Leisha, you have got to get your crap together. So I was tied up at home working on something. I don't even remember what it was. And my daughter came to me and asked for some cash that she needed to take to school to buy something there. I don't know, it's been a while, guys, so I don't remember the specifics. But what I do remember is that I sent her into my very messy and disorganized purse to find the cash, right? The next thing you know, a couple minutes had passed. I don't know, it was like 3-4 minutes or something. And she comes back and she's like, Mom, I found your purse, but I can't find the cash. So at this point, I'm pretty busy, and I remember getting actually a little annoyed with her because I had to get up from what I was doing to go help her find this cash, which in my mind, she should have been able to find on her own. So I get to my purse, I open it up, and immediately it struck me. My purse was a literal disaster. That, of course, made me feel even more frustrated. And if I were to be truthful, borderline ashamed that my daughter, who looks up to me, saw my purse in this type of condition when I should be setting an example for her. So at this point, I'm digging through my purse, through multiple receipts that are months old. I'm digging through all of the scattered things that I just have like thrown in my bag. And I finally get to the bottom of the bag. And if that wasn't bad enough, there is this pen that had exploded at the bottom of my purse. So I keep going because the goal, of course, is to find my wallet, right? Which is how this is all started. And I run into this Starburst candy that had been in there for I don't even know how long. And it had started coming out of the package because it was squished and there's some coins stuck to it. Like, y'all, it was just a complete disaster. So I finally locate the darn purse, right? The wallet, excuse me. And when I opened the wallet, y'all, there was no cash in it. The cash was actually stashed away in an interior zippered pocket of the purse. And so I guess I had done that when I was in a hurry one day and didn't realize that I hadn't put the cash back where it was supposed to go, which was in my wallet, and I just quickly stuffed it in another portion of the bag. Like, there was no organization to anything here. Start to finish, we probably wasted about a good 7 minutes looking for something that should have taken less than a minute to find. I have come a long way since then, thank God. But I share this story with you just to let you know that no one's perfect, and there's always an opportunity to change and to do better and to be better. And that's what this video here is all about. So if you want a quick and easy way to reduce stress in your life, a great place to start is organizing your purse. And trust me, small wins do lead to big wins in life. So let's get into the tips. So to follow the recommendations that I'm going to give you today, you will need to invest in 3 small pouches or perhaps even some sort of cosmetic purse. You can get them super cost effective on Amazon or on Walmart.com usually has a couple of those as well. I've seen them in various stores around the area. So very easy to get your hands on, but I will link some good ones that I really like in the description for you as well. I tend to be more of an aesthetic girly, so I try to get purse organizers that actually match the purse that I'm carrying. You don't have to do that, that's extra, but just giving you a tip here so that once you open your purse, it will also look really aesthetically pleasing, and I think you'll be very happy every time you see that. Once you have your 3 purse organizers, the next thing that you're going to do is empty out all of the contents of your purse. You want to start with a blank slate so that you can organize things into various categories. So here's my suggestion if you want to keep things relatively simple. You should have 3 categories of pouches or organizers. The first should be your personal hygiene organizer. You should also have a cosmetic organizer, and the third, let's call that miscellaneous essentials organizer, and we're going to talk about each one of those. For your personal hygiene organizer, you will have all of your lady products in there, so pads, tampons, panty shields, any personal feminine wipes that you might want to carry. I would also suggest to carry a mini deodorant at all times. I personally love the Lumi brand. They do have a nice travel size that fits compactly in a small purse. I would also suggest having a travel size lotion in there, a travel size perfume to freshen up as needed, and a sanitizer is absolutely a must. One of the things that I like to carry is this little travel size poopery spray, just in case, we have any unforeseen circumstances while out in public. And the other thing I like to carry is, they're called soap sheets. So it looks like a thin piece of paper in the shape of a small square. And essentially what it is soap. So sometimes, if you go into a public restroom and the soap is out, which has happened to me more than once, and you really want to or need to wash your hands, then you can bring your own soap with you because it's so small and compact, it's easy to carry around. And once water hits that little strip, that piece of paper looking soap, it starts foaming up and you can wash your hands with it. That's all I tend to keep in my personal hygiene bag. Of course, you can definitely add to it or take away from it depending on what suits your needs. These are just mere suggestions, but the whole goal or the overarching idea here is to make sure you have a separate bag for your personal hygiene and products. Can I tell y'all something? One of my pet peeves in life is peeking over and seeing someone's purse open because there's no zipper closure or no clasp closure, and then seeing a pad sticking out. I think it's so distasteful and it's not very ladylike. And so having your personal hygiene products in a zipped cosmetic purse or a zipped pouch, something like that, trust me, makes all the difference in, your organization strategy. And then there is pouch number 2, which would be your cosmetic or your makeup bag. And in there, I would carry things like my lip gloss. In my smaller purse, I'll carry 1 lip gloss usually and 1 lip balm. But if I'm carrying my everyday bigger tote bag, usually I'll have maybe 2 lip glosses, 2 different colors, and then a lip balm in there. So that's definitely a must for me. I also make sure to carry a hairbrush. Again, I have 2 different sizes depending on the purse that I'm carrying for the day. In my larger purse, I have a full-size hairbrush. In my smaller purse, I have a foldable, which is very compact and makes it easy to carry around. So I always have that because, of course, it gets windy. We need to freshen up and make ourselves look presentable. So a hairbrush or comb should always be in that makeup pouch. Other things I carry in there, I like to carry a spoolie because I wear lash extensions, and if you know, but they kind of clump sometimes, so you kind of have to get in there and separate them out so that they continue to look beautiful. I like to carry a hair tie in case I get tired of my hair flying around or being in my face. I can put it in a ponytail if I wanted to do that. I also like to carry makeup remover wipes just in case, there is a need for me to do makeup in the car, which sometimes happen because I'm a busy mom and I run out of time at home. So sometimes, like even today, y'all, I'll show you, I have my makeup case in my full makeup case in the car with me because I did not have time to put my makeup on before I left the house today. So anyway, I do like to carry that, the makeup wipes, because sometimes, the lighting isn't always the best and you make a little smudge. At least you have that makeup wipe that you can kind of, fix your makeup and move on and go along your way. The last thing that I usually carry in my makeup bag are blotting sheets, and I do that because I have very oily skin, and it just really helps. It makes all the difference when you go to the mirror and you startle yourself because there's like this unreal shine. Those blotting wipes save me every time. All right, so now we're on to pouch number 3, and that is going to be our miscellaneous essentials pouch. And in there, I usually carry some Shout wipes. Do not like to leave the house without those. They are amazing. Even up to this morning, y'all, my daughter was about to leave the house. She had a chocolate protein shake and was shaking it up, not realizing that the lid was not on properly. And it got all over her shirt that she was supposed to wear as part of a picture day thing she had to do at school. So it wasn't really an option for her to go change her shirt because everyone had to wear the same t-shirt for this picture. And the Shout wipes, y'all, save the day. Into the Shout wipes, I also carry a Tide pen in that bag. I also carry a Lint Roller in that bag because if you are like me and you love to wear black, which I do, sisters, you know, lint is a real thing and we have to be prepared to, you know, deal with that as it comes up. Also in that bag, I usually carry some floss. I have a special floss container that I love and swear by. I have been using it for years and I showed it in my What's in My Bag video, but I'll also try to link it in the description below in case you guys want to check that out. Also in that miscellaneous bag, I like to carry some safety pins, some chewing gum, perhaps even some mints, and then some Listerine breath strips, or either that, or I would usually carry the Crest, breath spray. It's the one that you can just kind of spray directly into your mouth to freshen up your breath. Like if you, for example, are a Starbucks lover like me and you have some coffee and then directly after that coffee, you're in a meeting. You don't want to be sitting next to someone with strong coffee breath, and I totally acknowledge that. So I usually try to keep some of that spray with me at all times. Also in that bag, I usually carry some Band-Aids just in case, you never know, an alcohol wipe, some wet ones so that, you know, if you have any sticky hands or whatever after eating, you can wipe your hands, some tissues, and then also some emergency packets. So with the emergency packets, they are vitamin C. I think it's like 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. And if you feel yourself getting sick, like if you have a sore throat or something, you can dump that in some water, drink it. And I'm telling you, the thing is like a miracle. It works so well to prevent you from getting sick. Other items I usually carry in there, some nail clippers. I usually try to keep a pair of those handy as well. And then usually some light medications. So like some Advil, those come in the travel size and they're very easy to carry around. I like to take Bonine around with me for motion sickness because I have a sensitive tummy. I usually carry some Pepto-Bismol chewables just in case. And then usually some Zyrtec because we have allergies. So guys, I do realize that there are 2 very, very important items that every single person carries that does not fit neatly in the organization pouches that I just went through. And those are usually your keys and your wallet. And that's purposeful, right? Because I always recommend that those 2 things go in an interior zippered compartment within your purse. I've seen some other folks like stick them on the outside of their purse. Sometimes there's like a pocket with a zip on the outside and they'll stick it there. But for me, I don't know, maybe I'm ultra paranoid or something, but I'm always kind of aware of the opportunity for people to access your things almost too easily. And so putting it inside in a zippered compartment to me keeps them a lot safer. If you happen to carry a larger purse and you have the opportunity to carry a couple more pouches, there are 3 more that I would recommend. One would be a phone accessories purse where you can carry your AirPods, perhaps a portable charger, and any charging cords that you usually carry. I would also recommend a snacks pouch, especially if you are a mama. I don't know what it is about having kids, but they could eat like right before you leave the house. And literally as soon as you step out the door, they're like, Mom, I'm hungry. Do you have any snacks? So I always try to carry some snacks on me as well, whether it be like a protein bar or some light chips or something that they can, you know, have easily in the car. And the last thing that I would consider doing is having a specific pouch for a pen. So a very slim like makeup brush case would work really well for this, but to put your pens in a case. And the reason I say that is because of my little explosive pen endeavor that happened to me a couple of years ago, and it totally ruined the inside of my very expensive bag. And so I definitely would suggest putting your pens in a case. And the last thing is if you can get a receipts pouch as well, that will keep all of the papers kind of confined in a specific space. Okay, so that covers my recommendation of using pouches, right? The second thing that I really want to recommend is designating a specific spot for all of your pouches, right? So like within your purse, Have a specific location where you would keep your cosmetic, your personal hygiene, and your miscellaneous pouch. Keep them in the same place all the time, and replace all of your items in the exact same pouch that they're supposed to go in so that you can maintain those systems. I cannot stress enough how important it is to maintain those systems. Think about your kitchen. If you did dishes, right, and you put your plates in a different cabinet every single time you did dishes, it would be so hard to keep up with that. Or if you did dishes and your cutlery went in a different drawer every time, you would literally be like, looking around and wasting so much time trying to locate those things. So it's the same concept with your purse. Keeping it in the same place every single time, in the same pouch every single time, will save you time, headache, and energy. Remember, guys, systems only work when we purposefully stick to them. So let everything have a place and let everything be in its place. The third tip that I have for you today is, once you have your systems in place, the key thing will be maintaining those systems going forward. And in my opinion, the very easiest way to do that is to spend 2 to 3 minutes at the end of each day when you get home, before you set that purse down, and just go through the contents of your purse to ensure that if anything got put out of place throughout the day, that they are realigned in their specific location. Because let's face it, sometimes we get in a hurry, we stick things in the wrong compartment, and if that happens a couple of times a week and we don't take the time to put things back in place, you will have a mess again before long, right? So it's really, really important to take 2 to 3 minutes every day to make sure that you get things situated again. Guys, it's getting dark. As you can see, I had to put my ring light on the phone because it was getting pretty dark outside. Anyway, the last thing that I want to leave you with is this. To accomplish anything significant in life, you must first understand the importance and also be dedicated to accomplishing that thing. Even though having a well-organized purse seems like a small thing, that success and that discipline that you have in that area will spill over into other areas of your life. I truly believe that it is so important to be mindful about the blessings that God gives us. I'm talking about the things He blesses us with. If we don't take the time to organize something and we treat it anyway and we throw things, haphazardly within our purses, what does that say about how we are appreciating God's blessings in our lives? I want to leave you guys with a scripture because this scripture really helped me, and I think it may be helpful to you as well. It is Matthew chapter 25 and verse 23, and I'm totally paraphrasing here, but it says something like this: if you are faithful over a few things, God can then make you ruler over many things. And with that, I am out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, for listening to what I had to say. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope to see you again soon. Be blessed. Bye.